Hey everybody. So I wanted to take a minute and talk to you about what some of this trip is about. And yesterday we went to quite a few places in London. We went to St. Paul's Cathedral and worked with the energy outside of there. We went to the St. Bride's Church, which it's this tiny little chapel with the most amazing energy. And in that space, we were able to connect with the goddess. I had met up with another spiritual teacher and healer, David Manning, and it was really wonderful. It was like connecting with soul family. And so then from there, we went and walked the river, and we went and saw what they call Cleopatra's Needle, but it really is an obelisk, and it connects the energies to Egypt. And so it was fascinating seeing that, and like how everything is so connected. And then we went to Parliament and worked in that energy. But what I really wanted to share with you is that in this space and time, what we are working on is essentially this new phase. So not only can we have new understandings come in, new abilities come in, which is always fun and exciting, even when they can be a little scary and a little unsettling. But what we also are having is new levels to clearing. We're now seeing where we have put in control mechanisms, if you will. It feels like almost like a governor on engines that we put on ourselves in order for us to fully experience duality, lower dimensional reality. Really, it was a way to keep us from our fullness, and those are now available to be cleared when you are ready to walk in your own power, to accept that really deep soul responsibility. And so it's not as if, the governors are off, every single person on earth so that they can immediately walk in their power. It is a staged type thing. It's like when you reach this level, now you can clear even deeper, and now you can reach higher levels. But it is a soul maturity thing. And so, but it is available to you now. And so for those of you that, watch the videos and are following along on the trip, you absolutely can begin to really work within your field and look at, okay, where have I created a governor, if you will, a limitation, so that I could just pretend to be so much less than what I am. And it's fascinating, because when you ask that question, you might be surprised at what comes up. And I am asking for people who have joined in with the sacred pilgrimage, which is going to begin on the 5th, where I send transmission and codes and healing from the sacred sites, that one of the things to really connect in with is simply that intention of, where have I limited myself? Where have I played less than? Where have I maybe held myself back, if you will, for someone else? And so that way they can connect in with the codes that are coming in, and not only be shown where they limited, but it can also begin the process of being cleared. But one of the other things that I wanted to share was that we have these codes coming in that are truth and purity. They showed it to me as like very much a white flame coming into the system and really clearing and bringing in that deep, sacred purity. And we have so much distortion on this planet. And so what these codes that we're now able to access are doing is helping to clear up the distortion. And in some cases, like when David and I were working at the Parliament yesterday, it's the connection of the higher realms. We were working with the angelic realm down deep into the earth, into those pure layers, almost like a primordial type layer, and working with the dragon energy, because it is so prevalent, so prevalent. I had seen a giant golden dragon, and her eye was opening. She was like, as I was looking at her, it was like she was just waking from sleep. And then I kind of popped up above London and I saw the dragon swimming around London. And then when we got to the Parliament, it was a red dragon. And I saw that dragon with the eyes wide open and very much ready to shift. And I think what's going to happen is we're going to find that with these institutions, it's not necessarily that they have to crumble, but the foundation they're built upon is not truth. And so as these truth codes come in, what we're going to find is that things have to shift, things have to move. It can look like a crumble, but what's happening is we're actually connecting some of these institutions that have been problematic, that have been control mechanisms, that were part of the lower story. And we needed them to help us play. Just like we put governors on our field, governors on our energy system to be like, I can only go 60 miles per hour, I can't go any faster. We did the same things with institutions. We said, okay, these institutions are going to, seem to be above us, seem to control, seem to do all of these things. And we're all just playing this, we're playing along. Well, now the gig is up, right? And we're all having this incredible opportunity to stop playing games, stop playing roles that are not accurate anymore, and really allow ourselves to shift. And so we did. We worked with the energies of the higher realm, was angelic realm, and then we went down deep into the primordial, and we connected the Parliament through it. And this is the type of work that I think is going to be essential going forward. It's not a clearing anymore, at least not from what I am seeing. It is now a connecting. It's understanding that we're all running around playing roles, including the institutions, and we no longer need to. So it's connecting to the deep truth held within the earth, and then it's connecting high to the angelic realm, the truer, the higher consciousness, and then from there allowing things to recalibrate into truth and into purity. And how that recalibration looks, I don't know. It could look rough. It doesn't feel like it's going to be smooth. There's going to be some growing pains, but I am not feeling that it has to completely collapse in order to change. It just needs to change its vibration, and it just needs to recalibrate to the new field. So I just wanted to share that with you because I want to give that perspective of we don't necessarily need the collapse and the crumble. We just need to shift it. We now have higher levels that we can access within ourselves to clear things. And it is an important distinction to realize, what have I put on myself so I could play the role of being little? And it's not about, oh, what was done to me? Who put what in my field? What have I done to myself in order for me to play little and to fully believe it, to fully immerse into this experience so that I can learn from my soul growth? There's two different energies there. And sink into the one that is the self-responsibility of like, yeah, I did this. I had to play a role. I played a role, and man, I was good at it because I sure did convince myself. And it was for me to learn, and I have. And realize that this too is what we're going to be doing with the work out there. It's not, clearing is not necessarily what is happening anymore. What's happening now is pure connection and allowing people to remember who you are. We don't need the roles anymore. So I wanted to share this with you, and if you want to join in on the journey, I'll send out videos and pictures and understandings of what is happening. That begins on the 5th. So I will put a link in the comments for you to register. But there's already, I've only been here a couple days, and it is the amount of work that is being done, the integrations, the activations, unbelievable. And there's definitely some white flame that was brought in through me last night. And so the more I calibrate with this, the more I will share with those on the journey. All right. Take care.